Got the Atom card out for a quick zip around and figured we'd try our 60 volt 16S lithium battery on it. Currently it has 5 12 volt 15 amp hour SLA batteries. It has a 2000 watt brushless controller. $2,000 watt brushless motor, disc brakes, live axle. Let me switch it on here. Speedometer shows we're got 0 miles per hour, or kilometers I think it's showing right now, and 64.6 volts in the battery pack. So we'll make a quick little run with the SLA batteries, and then we'll mount up our lithium battery and give her a try. Alrighty, that was a quick little zip. We've run the battery pack down to about 63 volts, and we've used up 83 watt hours. Alrighty, now we'll switch her out with the lithium battery and give her a run. The first thing we'll do is unhook our power supply, the positive and the negative. And now, to make it a little safer to work with, right now it's a 60 volt battery pack, so we'll unhook our inner links, and now we got 12 volt modules. Now we have 5 12 volt modules instead of a 60 volt battery pack. I got our 16S 60 volt battery mounted up on the Atom cart. Right in the battery box where all the 5 12 volt 15 amp hour SLAs used to sit. Getting the cables wired up, circuit breaker and pre-charge circuit, and the connection block. So I'll get this all buttoned up and we'll go from there. I got our circuit breaker with the pre-charge circuit all connected up and mounted to our 16S 60 volt battery pack. So our positive comes out of the front of the battery to our circuit breaker, and then we've got a resistor right here in line with a momentary or push button switch that's connected to the other side. So as of right now, it's showing maybe 1 volt. It's probably a little bit of residual in the capacitors in the speed controller, but our circuit breaker is off. I've got our multimeter hooked to our positive and negative lines on the far side of the circuit breaker. So like I said, as of right now it's off, and our multimeter is showing 1.2 volts in the system because the battery pack is separated from the system. So all I gotta do is push this button to engage our pre-charge circuit, and let's see here if I can get them both in. That might work better. You'll see in real time how quick our pre-charge turns or charges up. 1, 2, 3. And that quick, we're up in the 60 volt range. So with well over 60 volts in the battery pack, we can go ahead and flip the circuit breaker on, and now we have a full 64.8 volts going to the system and the speed controller. And we'll switch on the dash and see what our dash says. Yep. You can see that one. Let me get rid of the glare here or something. I can't see it too good here. No. Well, I'll tell you. It says 65.16 volts. And speedometer says 0. This glare is killing us. Yeah, okay. Got a few things to put back together and button up, but alright. Going over the specs just a little bit. This is a 60 volt 2000 watt brushless motor, and we have a, let's see here, 60 volt DC 2000 watt brushless controller. It says the current is 35 amps. Short voltage, which means the cutoff voltage should be about 52 volts. The throttle is between 1 volt and 1.1 volt and 3.7 volts, and it's got a 3-speed function and reverse, and I guess reverse is the same as forward, so there's no reduction. And our pre-charge circuit is simply a 10 watt 1 kilojoule resistor, ceramic resistor, and a switch, just a push button momentary switch that is capable of, let's see here, 125 volts DC at 0.3 amps, or no, 0.6 amps. It's 0.3 amps at 250 volts DC. So basically our precharge resistor is connected to a switch, and the resistor is hooked to the battery side. Then the switch is on the far side of the power in. That way it only sees reduced voltage. Oh, come on, Ducky, really? I know you're helping, but you really don't know what you're doing. Alright, thank you. I know, you're a sweetie. What are you trying to tell me, Ducky? It's break time? Time to pet the cat. Alrighty. Okay, where were we? So when the circuit breaker is off, there's no power coming out from the positive terminal of the battery. Our precharge resistor, this end is connected in where our battery cable comes in, and then off this side of the switch comes over and connects to this side where the output cable goes. That way, with the controller or the contactor, the circuit breaker, there we go, still off, you hit this switch. This is simple, and it connects this circuit, but the resistor only lets the power go across slowly to this side and go to fill up the capacitors in the speed controller. So that way, when you turn this on, you got direct power going across here, and the capacitors in the speed controller are already charged up, so they don't see a huge inrush. Then this circuit just sits there idle until you need it again. Just a quick go over of the pre-charge circuit. It's the next morning now. I let the Adam cart sit overnight. I figured we'd do our test driving today. Nicer day, and it was getting late and chilly. One thing I wanted to show you is that our circuit breaker is off, and has been off all evening or all night. But the capacitors hold a residual charge, because like I said, the circuit breaker is off. I turn the system on, lights up for a minute until it discharges the last little bit of capacity or voltage in the capacitors, I guess you would say. So we'll do our pre-charge. Turn our circuit breaker on. And it says we got 65.17 volts and 0 miles per hour. And I'm gonna reset that energy meter to 0. So we're working with a fresh battery. Oh yeah, to zero out one of these meters, you just take a pen or something. In this little hole right here, there's a button. You hold it down. You'll go to set first. You don't want that. When it goes to clear, let off and hit it again, and your energy meter is reset to 0. These motors also have a 3-speed switch feature. So you would have low, medium, and high speed, and the throttle still works like normal. So we'll start with it in low, then we'll switch it up to medium, and then we'll try high. Alright, 16S 60 volt battery in the Adam cart. Low speed or gear or whatever you want to call it. I'm a dead stop. Switch it up to medium here. Alright, we're in medium now, and here we go. Alrighty, that was low and medium. Now we'll try high. Alrighty, looked like we hit 30 there, but bouncing around and hit the damn button. So let's try this again. High speed, high gear. Alright, battery pack's down to 63.3 and recovering a bit, quite a bit actually, and our watt hour meter is at 68 watt hours used so far. Check back here on everything. Speed controller is a little warm. Battery's not. Battery cables are not. Yes, these three wires are a bit warm. They've gotten warm before. Let's see if I can get down here to this motor. Nope, not really. Alrighty. Click it back down to medium and zip around a bit more. Alright, right at 100 watt hours used. The 16S 60 volt 15 amp hour battery pack is at let's say 63 volts.